Welcome back to Smart Money Monday. Today we're going to complete our series on financial tips for life's different stages with a focus on retirement and the handling of the death of a spouse. And here to wrap up our discussion, we have Catherine Salto from McAvoy. Thanks for coming in, Catherine.
It's good to see you, Steve.
So this is something that we're all aiming for, and hopefully one day we can all get there. Retirement. Right. What do we need to think about there?
That's right. Well, before you set a date for retirement, you really want to make sure that you have a plan in place. So work with a financial professional, figure out your income, your expenses, and then you're going to want them to help you figure out how to turn your assets into a steady income in the most tax efficient way. And then the other thing that it's important to do is to make sure you have medical insurance coverage before you leave the workforce.
And it's something that you already touched on, okay? I work very hard for this money. How do I make sure it doesn't all get soaked up from taxes?
Exactly. So taxes affect different retirement savings plans in different ways. And so you really, again, at this stage should be working with a financial professional so they can help you figure out the best way to withdraw and know when and how to make the withdrawal so that you can really not have to pay as much in taxes.
Yeah. What else can a pro help me with?
Well, another thing to think about before you start taking Social Security is to create a strategy of when the best time it is for you to take your Social Security based on your age, based on your needs. So the other thing that you're going to want to work on is making sure that you have your estate plan updated so that you've got all of your assets correctly titled and in place to make sure that you're protected.
Okay, one more question. My wife and I, we've been living in a house for decades now. The kids are out, thinking about downsizing. Is that a good idea?
It's always something to look at because the reality is if you have a smaller house, potentially you've got less property taxes, less utility costs, and less overall home-related expenses.
Okay, one more stage. Unfortunately, your spouse passes. What do we need to think about when we consider this?
First, you need to take the time to grieve and don't make any immediate decisions unless you're worried about your own health. Work with a financial advisor, a trusted financial advisor, and make sure that you really relook at your retirement plan and your estate plan to make sure that it's intact. And then if you're worried about your own health and not being able to potentially care for yourself at some point, work with a lawyer to create a power of attorney agreement so that your loved ones can take care of you.
Yeah, lots to think about as we get through and enjoy life's many different stages. Catherine Salto from McAvoy, thanks for coming in.
Thank you, Steve.
And thank you for watching Smart Money Monday.